Hey guys, what's going on? I've got another World of Tanks replay for you today, and this time it is me and my good friend Patrick, or King Lionel there, and we're driving the Hetzers because we wanted a bit of fun. So we've got the 105 of course. I've got mostly HE and a few AP. I don't know why I've got the AP, to be honest. I should probably take a bit of heat instead of AP. But yeah, so we decide we're gonna rush down to the J2 area like normal. And right, something is gonna come up in a minute, and I want to say it now. I really did not intend to do this. Okay, what I wanted to do is, as we come down this road, you can see across where these where the enemy crosses, sort of like, you know, H5 area, H4, H5 around here, if you look at the map. So as you drive along here, I like to shoot across, just a little blind shot, to see if I can hit anybody. And yeah, I'll let you see what happens. But genuinely, I did not mean to kill this guy, and I was streaming at this time as well. And well, I'm not going to put my reaction up. I did kind of laugh because it was a bit funny. And I do find it kind of funny now, but I genuinely did not mean to kill that guy. I promise you, I did not mean to do this. I've already spoiled what I do, but yeah, just watch. So we're driving along. I think, oh, let me fire that shot. Because the reticle was so big. I said to Patrick, oh, odds on I hit something across the map down this line that I'm looking at right now. What's the betting I can hit something? So I take the shot, and because my reticle was so big, the shell went left hard left, and down a bit, right into the back of that Sol 42, pens him, and one shot kills him. And I really did not mean to do that. And he might have helped us further down the line. He might not have done. We'll never know. But honestly, I said to Patrick, I was laughing at this point, and I felt so bad, and I was saying sorry and shit to him. And then, as we were driving down to our positions that we wanted to go to, I said to Patrick, right, I need to make up for that Sol. I'm gonna win this game for him, because I really did not mean to do that, and I feel so bad. So let's see what I managed to do. So as you can see in chat, I said sorry bro. Obviously that can be a pretty generic thing. And I aimed this one before I take it. The T-34 found it funny. The Leopard was like, what the fuck? I really did not mean to do that. And I felt so bad. As I said there, I tried shooting on the move, just wiped him out. The Matilda, classic, report him. And then the Sol with a bit of Russian. T-34 said he's reported me. You know what, I don't really care if they report me. I mean, I did team kill the guy after all. I mean, I say fuck off Matilda there. I mean, in the heat of the moment, I'm going, I did not mean to kill this guy, right? So I was pretty annoyed that they were all going, oh, report. But to be fair, watching it back, I mean, I didn't mean to do it, but I did. Alright, I did kill him, so reporting me, that's fair enough. You know what I mean? You're not meant to do it, you're not allowed to do it. I mean, even if it was an accident that I did it, that's still a report, you know? I team killed. And I do feel bad for that Sol. And what's his name? Permian from Bolatovo. Probably won't make up for the fact that I killed him. I'm going to give him a little bit of gold, right? I'm going to send him some gold. Once I finish recording this replay, I've decided I'm going to send him some gold just to say sorry. Yeah, I really did not mean to. So Patrick's gone into the position that we wanted to set up at. Not spotted anyone, so we think, right, we're going to push up. If hardly any of their teams over here, like up in this little ridge to the left, then we're good. Now I park up here because I think it was Patrick that spotted that Electo. I know I won't get shots there, but around here, if he decides to fall back because he's outnumbered, I'll be able to get him. The M5 Stuart is making a few moves. I'm not sure, he's trying to flank that Electo. I think he's trying to spot the Valentine, and he spotted the Largo as well. You know, this Electo decides to move, and there we go. One shot, out you go, sunshine. So I've pulled a kill back from my team kill, and this M5 Stuart, I know that Largo is going to be right in a gap, and I'm asking this M5 Stuart to move out of the way. Where's the Largo? There he is. Bam, right in the turret. It's a pretty easy pen for the Hetzer. It's the turret of a Largo. That's my second kill. I really am trying to go on a rampage to avenge this. So Patrick and me just setting up a little ambush here. And I thought it was the Marder that spotted me there, but it was the Valentine. And you see the Valentine shooting gold, you really can't blame him. The gun on that thing is donkey shit. It is fucking awful. To be honest, you might as well throw donkey shit at a tank from a Valentine because you have more chance of penning than the normal rounds. So I get a little bit there, take the shot, there you go, track him and damage him for 138. Of course I'm not going to pen a Valentine, he's got such good armour. Patrick, I was asking to move up, see if he could take out that Marder. The Marder's put a shot into him and I was saying, oh, rush him, just take him out. But he didn't want to take any more damage than he needed to. Just looking back, it's probably the right decision. But if you look at the team at this point, if you look at the map, we had a few tanks that came down here, taken out by this Hetzer and this Excelsior. And by Artie as well. We had quite a few over by the bridge in this area. The ELC's done most of the work on them. And the Marder was shooting across here and took out a few as well. So our team is collapsing at this point. There's what, 7 of us left and there's 10 enemies left. So things aren't looking too good at this point. So Patrick's still trying to bait that Marder out if he can. Perhaps bounce a shot like he did and he takes out the Marder. That's great, we needed that. And the Valentine was taken out earlier as well. I missed what took it out. There's the M3 Lee. Patrick's saying, can I bounce him, do you reckon? Can I bounce him? He's put one good shot into that M3 Lee. He's backing away a bit. Oh, he's dodged Artie. This T-34 lining up. And at this point, I get ambushed by a Hetzer firing AP with this gun. Same gun as me, it's 105, but he's firing AP, which has 64mm of penetration. So there's no way that he's going to be able to pen the front of me. Patrick takes out the M3 Lee, but Artie is now spotted. And the Artie takes out Patrick, and we're down to 4 tanks. The enemy has 6 left, and I'm dueling with this Hetzer all the time, looking at what the Excelsior and the ELC are doing, and what that T-34 is doing against that Artie. And I am panicking a little bit at this point, because the other Artie is an AMX 13AM, and he just deleted me. 169 hit points lost to that AMX. So I'm now on 22 HP, and I'm thinking, this Hetzer, all he's got to do is reload HE, and I'm toast. And that Excelsior is near the middle. Seeing if I can if I can get a shot on him whilst he's spotted. The Hetzer's moving up again. 98 damage into him, and I track him. Hetzer repairs and falls back. At this point, this T-67 just needs to try and come over towards me. And the T-34 was chasing down the Panzer Soufflé 4B, the Artie, and he just got wiped out. At T-67, he's across the bridge, he's dodging and diving. Can he make it out? No, the Excelsior takes him out. So at this point, I am 1 versus 5. I noticed that Hetzer backed off, and I thought, right, I'm sitting in the open. Artie has shots on me here. This Panzer can move up and get me. That AMX and Excelsior are going to come across the bridge, and the Hetzer can come up at me at any point along this ridgeline. Along this ridgeline here. So what I want to do is move over towards these rocks, and over towards that position where we were starting, sort of J2 area, and to create a choke point, really. Try and feed them in to one point so I can see them all and try and take out who I can at a time. So I'm moving away at this point. The Hetzer spots me again. I'm getting worried. Can I use those rocks to get in the way? Yep, just about. And I'm worrying about Artie at this point. But this Hetzer, thought he was going to come right out. He hasn't. Oh, I was trying to get a side shot on him there. That could have killed him. But at this point, I'm still worrying that ELC is going to come from over there and get shots on me. But the Excelsior just dropped off the bridge. It's now a 1v4. And I know that ELC is on low HP. And this Hetzer isn't on much. And there we go. I managed to get a lucky shot tracking the Hetzer and doing 106 damage to it. That's pretty good. But I'm trying to back away to not be in proxy. To be in proxy range. I get spotted. Oh, I thought the ELC spotted me from over there. He didn't. He's got the 90mm. I know that I can bounce him from my front, which I did. Take him out. I know that this Hetzer's going to come, and he is. But I get the rocks in my way, and the Hetzer is now starting to worry. He saw the ELC rush in and die. I fixed my gun at this point, and I tell you what, this shot that's coming up, filthy. I repaired my gun, and that's why. A cheeky shot between the... Oh, I pressed V, never mind. Between the Rock and the M5 Stuart. And I just had a little bit of that Hetzer that was poking out. And I managed to take him out, so I'm just down to 4 AP shells left. And I know that Artie just took a shot behind me. And it's a 1v2. But I only have 22 HP against 2 Artie. And we know now that Artie nowadays, they don't really have to hit near you to fucking do damage to you. And I'm starting to panic a little. But, you know, time for bants. Twitch.tv/GoJohnAGo16. You know. Check me out. Just saying. Follow me if you want. And at this point, I know that Artie will expect me to come down that road. And I'm wondering if that Panzer is going to be on the hill or if he's going to come around there. But I know that Artie is expecting me to go down that road. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to go the long way. Come round this riverbed, up round towards the back way of the cap. Now I'm wondering if the AMX was on here and has already moved down, and if he's going to cross right in front of me. He's going to come up here and go up to the glacier and go into my cap. Or if he's going to stay around here and I'm going to be able to spot him and take him out there. And at this point my heart is going. I'm thinking, oh my god, I could get a Kolobanovs. I've already had a Kolobanovs before. But you know, I'm not that good a player, right? And under pressure in this game, I panic and I shit myself. And you're gonna see why I do and what happens when I do. So I've done 821 damage so far and I've blocked 665. Pretty nice game in a Hetzer, to be honest. And I'm just begging that Artie doesn't take me out and that I can get this Kolobanovs, and it would be a top gun as well. I know it says I've got 3 kills, but I have got 4 because that accidental team kill at the start. Now coming up here, I'm looking at that rock. I know there could be an Artie hiding behind there. If they're smart, there could be an Artie hiding behind there. So I'm using this bush. No, not being spotted or anything. I'm keeping an eye on that rock, but I'm also looking at this bush here. Now this is the point where your heart starts going and your hands are shaking. You're climbing the hill up towards where Artie normally is, You can see I flicked because I got scared. Rushed that shot ridiculously on the AMX. Seen that he's fired. And I'm just thinking, right, get him, get him, get him. I shoot the rock. But I've just realised the Panzer was spotted over there. Spotted over here, right? Now he could be over here, or he could still be over here, or up on the hill. So I want to use this rock if I can. And RT has fired, and I know I'm going to reload before him. And I know I'm down to AP, but it's 64 pen, which should be able to pen both RTs. And it's 350 damage. So I should be able to one-shot both RTs, unless I low roll ridiculously. But I don't think I will. So all I need to do, get this rock where that I know that Panzer's going to be. Take my time, aim, hit the AMX. Now I'm thinking, right, at this point, I want to disengage. I want to come down this hill. But then I think, there's only 3 minutes, right? Now what I should have done was taken my time and gone down further before coming back up. Rather than being spotted here, see him coming down here and turning within the 10 seconds of being spotted. I should have waited, come down here further, probably to these bushes, before I was unspotted, and then come and climb back up. But because my heart was going, my hands were shaking, shit went to my brain, and I thought, no, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to find that Panzer. There he is. Can I get a shot? Can I get a shot? No, I need to turn to that rock. And he takes me out. 1000 damage. 600 blocked. Potential Kolobanovs wiped out by a guy who has played a lot of games in that RT piece. This guy turned out has played like 2.5k, maybe 3k games in that tier 4 artillery piece. And I was so annoyed. I genuinely needed a 5-minute break because I was so annoyed that A, I threw a Kolobanovs, B, I accidentally team killed that guy, that Sile 42, who could have been useful. And that this guy was stat padding like fuck in a tier 4 German artillery. And he got kind of lucky. But, you know, looking back at it, it's easy to say, oh, I shouldn't have done that, I should have done that. Gone over to these bushes to get unspotted and come back. But, you know, in the heat of the battle at that time, I was not thinking that clearly. And, you know, that's what makes the difference between a bad player and a good player. I'm bad/average. So, it's one thing, you know, I make mistakes like this, I look back at them, and I've just got to learn from them, to be honest. And I like to think I am a bit, but, you know, it takes time. And, yeah. Hopefully you guys can learn from some of my mistakes as well. And I do think that watching back your own replays is a good way of looking at what you've done wrong, where you can improve. And I think rushing those shots on those two RT, I got kind of lucky with that AOC that I took a blind shot at him when I thought he was over here and had spotted me, which obviously he couldn't have done. And then he rushed in close, damaged my gun, managed to bounce, got pretty lucky with that. And then the lucky shot on that Hetzer, that was pretty good. And for that AMX to only do 169 damage to me and not take me out completely was pretty good as well. And actually for that Excelsior to fall off the bridge, because he was almost full health. Now dealing with him with such little ammo that I had, that wouldn't have been too easy. So I got fortunate, but I also got unlucky. But, you know, that's how World of Tanks goes. And let's go and look at the post-battle results.